notices. I have one. I don't know if you were all here. Maybe you were, maybe you weren't. But there's a thing called the St. Boniface Medal, and there it is. And the Bishop Robert set it up a few years ago to honour people who've made a substantial contribution to the life of their church, local community or school. Winners come from all areas of lay ministry, and they're awarded to people of any age who've gone above and beyond to serve the people of Devon with joy. And guess what? Many of you know that Roger Grose was one of those people, and he's here this morning. He was presented with this special Companion of St. Boniface medal on Sunday the 19th of June at Exeter Cathedral. Were you there?
Yes.
And I asked Roger if he would bring the medal this morning to show us and maybe say something about it. Have you got it with you, Roger? Would you have it with you?
Well, not only have I got the medal with me, but I have my goodie bag that we were all presented with before the service. As Sue said, the service was in Exeter Cathedral, and it was a really memorable service. Each of us were interviewed by the Dean, and we were then presented with our medals by Bishop Robert. In my goodie bag, I was pleased to find, first of all, a certificate, which I shall frame in due course. Mr. Roger Grose was welcomed into the company of St. Boniface at a ceremony in Exeter Cathedral, and that's a really lovely memento. There was also an interesting looking box, which says on the box, the legend of the Christmas tree. I don't know how much you know about St. Boniface, but he was born in the 7th century, and it's said that he was born in Crediton, although people are not actually certain of that. He grew up in Crediton, supposedly, and joined a monastery in Exeter, and then another monastery between, I think it was somewhere in Hampshire. But most of his ministry was spent in Europe, and particularly in Germany, where he's credited with playing a large part in establishing the church. So seeing this, I was expecting a little miniature Christmas tree to add to my Christmas decorations, but actually it's a little model of St. Boniface carved in wood. It's rather lovely. St. Boniface's Day is on the 5th of June, and just as we were celebrating our patron saints 2 weeks ago, Peter and Paul, so St. Boniface's Day is on the 5th of June, as I said. There's also in my bag a book about St. Boniface, so that I can learn a bit more about him. And then there's the medal itself. Now, what surprised me was that it's quite heavy. So I don't think I can wear it very often without having a stoop. But it is rather lovely, as you can have been given an idea from the picture, but it's really solid stuff. And each year, those that have received the medal will be invited back to join in the service. So previous winners, I'm expecting to go back again next June and to be able to wear my medal, no doubt, and join in with pride. It was great to be nominated, and I was absolutely amazed when I got a letter from Bishop Robert. But I have to say that really is not what I've done, but it's a question of teamwork. And I'm grateful to everybody in Uplyme Church for working together as a team, and I just happened to be the one picked out. And I can't end without saying that this is not a football-free zone this morning, because when you see Gareth Southgate tonight celebrating, I'm sure he'd be the first to say it's all done by teamwork. So thank you very much indeed for your nomination and for your support.